Welcome back children. We are now learning chapter 2 inverse trigonometric functions. In that we are solving the miscellaneous exercise and we are going to continue with the 10th sum now. Look at the 10th question children. We are going to prove that the whole function, this whole function is equal to x by 2. For solving this, the only trick we are going to use is two formulas. Okay, and we already know that cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. Okay, this we are going to use, and then we know sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. But in the place of sin x, in the place of 2 theta we have x. So what we will do, instead of theta here, we'll divide the theta by 2. Okay, this we have already used in various problems. Just to remind you, I am giving it here. Okay, if you go through the previous problems like this, you would have find that we have used this in many sums. Okay, so instead of sin x, what we are going to use is two sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Okay, so let us put it into the formula. We have 1 plus sin x. See, look at the square root. Inside the square root we have 1 plus sin x. So 1 plus sin x will be, instead of 1 we will use cos square x plus sin square x, and instead of sin x we are going to substitute 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Okay, now just take a look. This isn't in the form of your a plus b the whole square. See, your a is cos x and b is sin x, and 2ab is 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. But then see here, we have x by 2 in this case, but we have x in this case. It's okay if you divide by 2 also, you will get the same result. If you divide the theta by 2 also, you will get the same result. Okay, so here also we can write 2. Okay, so this whole thing can be written as cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 the whole square. Okay, so what is our left hand side? 1 plus sin x. Okay, now what is given in the question? Actually root of 1 plus sin x, right? So if you take square root, that is 1 plus square root of 1 plus sin x, this square will get cancelled on the right hand side. So cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Okay, now you see we have 1 minus sin x. So 1 minus sin x will be, here we will have minus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Same thing. See, instead of 1 we will substitute cos square theta sin square theta, and instead of this plus we have minus, and instead of sin x we are going to substitute this value. So the only change will be, instead of your a plus b the whole square, we will have a minus b the whole square, which is cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Similarly, what we have done previously, the same thing, but instead of plus we are here to substitute minus. So again you will get the whole square, but if you take square root, this whole square, this square will get removed. Okay, next So we will substitute in the left hand side first. Okay. Is equal to cot, left hand side is equal to cot inverse of root of sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x. Root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x is nothing but instead of those two terms we are going to substitute these two terms. So on the numerator we will have cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 and plus cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Okay. This part is just serving as your rough column. We are not going to use this. Okay, this is just your formula. Okay. And what will be the denominator here? The same thing, right? So look at RHS again, sorry, LHS again. The only thing changing is minus. So the same terms will come in the denominator also, cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. But we have minus here. So with these two terms we have to multiply the minus. So this will become minus cos x by 2 plus, there is already a minus, so minus into minus plus, so plus sin x by 2. Now look at the numerator. Sin x by 2 plus sin x by 2 and minus sin x by 2 will become 0. And so what is remaining in the numerator? Cos x by 2 plus cos x by 2, which is 2 cos x by 2 divided by, again cos x by 2 and minus cos x by 2 will become 0, and you are remaining with 2 sin x by 2. Okay, here again 2 gets cancelled. Cos x by 2 and sin x by 2 is nothing but your cot x by 2. Cot inverse of cot x by 2. Okay, so your cot inverse will remove this cot and you will be remaining with only the x by 2, which is your RHS. Hence, we have arrived to the solution. So, the only thing we are doing is we are just using this two formulas or two identities for solving this problem. Okay. So, these rest of the simplification and all easy only for you children. So, now we will move on to the next sum. So, now look at the 11th question children. The whole function in the left hand side, we have to bring it to the form of pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse of x. We have to prove that left hand side, this left hand side is equal to right hand side, and they have given the hint also. Okay, what is the hint? X equal to cos 2 theta. Now, what will be cos inverse of x, which is 2 theta. So, theta will be 1 by 2 cos inverse of x. Okay, now look at the left hand side. We have square root of 1 plus x. Okay, so 1 plus x is equal to, what is x here? Cos 2 theta. So 1 plus cos 2 theta. Okay, 1 plus cos 2 theta, we know we have an identity that 2 cos square theta. Okay, now this value is only for 1 plus x. Okay, but we have in the left hand side square root for this term. So, if I take square root, the square root and square in the cos function will get cancelled. So which will be equal to root 2 cos theta. Similarly, instead of square root of 1 minus x, I can, here also we will have square root. So I can substitute 1 minus cos 2 theta, which is square root of 2 sin square theta, and which is equal to root 2 sin theta. So now in RHS, instead of this root of 1 plus x and root of 1 minus x, we are going to substitute only these two values. Okay. Now the LHS is equal to tan inverse of, see, 1 square root of 1 plus x is root 2 cos x minus square root of 1 minus x is root 2 sin x. Okay, now it is theta here. Okay, the whole divided by, again, square root of 1 plus x is root 2 cos theta plus root 2 sin theta. Okay, now tan inverse of, see, both in the numerator and denominator we have root 2 common. So we will take it out, root 2 by root 2. So we have again cos theta minus sin theta divided by cos theta plus sin theta. Okay, now root 2 will get cancelled, and see, actually we have tan inverse here, and if I have tan function again here, I can take away this tan functions, right? So I have sine here. If I divide the sine by cos, I will get tan. Okay, so what I am going to do is, so dividing each term by cos function. Okay, so if I divide the sine by cos, I will get tan. So for that purpose, I am dividing each and every term by cos. So tan inverse of cos theta by cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta divided by, again, cos theta by cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta. Now see, cos and cos will get cancelled, and we have 1 in these places. So we will get the next step like this. Okay. So tan inverse of, what I have, 1 minus tan theta divided by 1 plus tan theta. Okay. Now see, instead of this 1, I can substitute tan pi by 4, right? This we have used in this adjustment, we have used in many problems previously, in many exercise problems previously. So instead of 1, what I am doing is substituting tan pi by 4. Okay, so remaining tan theta, and the numerator I am not going to change this. This will be 1 itself, but I am considering this tan theta as 1 into tan theta. So instead of this 1, I will write tan pi by 4 into tan theta. Okay. So now tan inverse of, see, this isn't in the form of your tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B, right? So using this property, the whole function, the bracket will become tan pi by 4 minus theta. Okay, so now this tan inverse will remove tan and will be remaining with pi by 4 minus theta, which is equal to pi by 4 minus, and what is the value of theta we got earlier? 1 by 2 cos inverse of x. 1 by 2 cos inverse of x. And just take a look at your right hand side of the question, pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse of x. And we have arrived to RHS, that is what our decide now. Okay, so we have taken LHS and proved it is equal to RHS, and hence our problem is over here. We will move on to the next sum. So our next question is question number 12. Look at the question, children. First we will take LHS. Okay, LHS, and we will simplify it first. See, 9 by 8 pi minus 9 by 4 sine inverse of 1 by 3. Okay, in both these terms I can take 9 by 4 common. So if I take 9 by 4 common, what is remaining? Pi by 2 minus sine inverse of 1 by 3. Okay, and you know pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta, right? So 9 by 4 into pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta. So pi by 2 minus sine inverse of 1 by 3 is cos inverse of 1 by 3. Okay, so let it be the same as it is. Now we will just consider another thing. Let x equal to cos inverse of 1 by 3. Now what is cos x? It is 1 by 3, right? Sin x. See, if cos x is 1 by 3, sin x will be 2 root 2 by 3. Okay, if you apply it in the Pythagoras theorem and if you apply it in the right angle triangle, you will get sin value as, that is the opposite side, as 2 root 2 by 3. Okay. Let sin x equal to 2 root 2 by 3. So sin inverse of x equal to, actually x equal to sin inverse of 2 root 2 by 3 here. And what is x? We assumed cos inverse of 1 by 3, right? And what is cos inverse of 1 by 3? It is there in the LHS. So LHS, now LHS equal to 9 by 4. Instead of this cos inverse of 1 by 3, I can substitute x, correct? So instead of this x, I can substitute sin inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. And look at the RHS of the question, is the same, right? Equal to RHS. Therefore, from LHS we have arrived to the RHS, and hence our problem got over.
For more queries, please contact Buddy on 98408 44987 or visit buddy.life.